So Congress passes a big bill. I'll give you the details of that. We have Trump with another big victory and a major warning I'll let you guys know about. Let's jump right in. Thanks so much for liking these videos. It really helps out our channel. And here we go. So, former President Donald Trump gets another big win here recently with the Republican candidate Nikki Haley dropping out of the Republican race, saying that she has, quote, no regrets ceding the Republican GOP nomination to Trump. Former President Donald Trump, of course, had no good words for Nikki Haley. Trump then went on to call for a debate with President Biden, saying, quote, anytime, anywhere, saying that, quote, it is important for the good of our country that Joe Biden and I debate issues that are so vital to America and the American people. Therefore, I am calling for debates anytime, anywhere, any place. Remember that Trump did not debate any Republican candidates. The debates can be run by the corrupt DNC, Democratic National Campaign. This is what Trump is saying. Or their subsidiary, or the Commission on the Presidential Debates, the CPD. I look forward to receiving a response. Thank you for your attention to this matter. What's interesting here is back in April 2022, the Republican National Committee, the RNC, voted unanimously to withdraw from the Commission of Presidential Debates, a nonprofit and nonpartisan organization that has sponsored and produced all presidential and vice presidential debates since 1988. RNC chairwoman Ronna McDaniel called the group biased and accused them of refusing to enact simple and common sense reforms in an official statement following the party's withdrawal. You guys can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Of course, we had, I think it was one debate by Trump and Biden previously, and then Trump caught COVID. And then, that happened, and then, they couldn't debate again, and then they had their own kind of town halls. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here again. Now, the House of Representatives passed a $460 billion government funding bill that was blasted by some Republican GOP hardliners. The bill now goes to the Democratic-controlled Senate, where they will need Republican support. They will need 60 votes to pass it. This also comes here as the U.S. national debt is rising by $1 trillion about every 100 days. Think about that. The U.S. national debt going up by $1 trillion every 100 days. U.S. national debt is now around $34.4 trillion. Since June, the last two $1 trillion jumps occurred in only 100 days. Yikes. And the House just passed $460 billion government funding bill that it took both Republicans and Democrats to pass. There were some Republicans, hardliner Republicans, that weren't happy about it, and some Democrats that weren't happy about it. But the bill passed 339 to 85. Republicans wanted more spending cuts than what was in there. It's a 1,050-page bill. It is a package of 6 bills dealing with departments and agencies whose funding expires Friday. Confronted with the broken promise during his weekly press conference on Wednesday, House Speaker Mike Johnson countered that the change was incremental in Washington and pointed out that splitting the 12 bills into at least 2 packages ended the Democrat-backed tradition of folding them all into a massive omnibus spending bill, which has been the case since 2018. We committed to do 12 separate appropriations bills. That the reason that it's been so difficult to do is because Washington has no muscle memory on how to do that, said Mike Johnson, the speaker. Johnson had to negotiate with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer as well, and said it takes a long time to turn an aircraft carrier, and we're doing that gradually. We're forcing reforms, trying to force Congress back into the mode, and basically trying to get something done. Honestly, Congress hasn't gotten hardly anything done, and I think that this is what a lot of people don't realize. And I think Kevin McCarthy had a lot of problem with this, and the Republicans kind of really kicked him out too early. I think he had done a decent job, and Republicans are seeing this now with their new speaker, Mike Johnson. You can't get anything passed without compromise from both sides. Republicans can't pass anything without Democrats. You need 60 votes in the Senate, and I mean, you can pass some bills in the House without any Democrat votes by the slimmest margin, but it won't pass in the Senate. And you can try to strong arm a bill through, but as you can see, nothing has passed. No major bills have passed at all since the Republicans have been in power in the House since the last midterm election. There hasn't been basically a major bill at all that has passed fully through the House and the Senate and had the president sign it. So to get anything done, you need to have compromise between the two major parties. And I mean, even when you go back to when former President Donald Trump had, in his first 2 years, I believe, he had control of the House, the Senate, and, he was the president, Republican. You still actually needed the 60 votes in the Senate, besides when they actually did, the very few reconciliation where you could pass, the very few bills with 50 votes. So the thing is to get anything done, you have to compromise, or to get the vast majority of things done, you have to compromise and come together. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here on a daily basis that you need to know about. Make sure to like this video if you appreciate these updates. Make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates that come out here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a daily basis. Click here to see another major announcement that will mean billions of dollars for Americans, or click here to see this other major victory by Trump. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.